I'll take the hit. We smash some rats. Um, it was a dramatic moment of reversal
Hmm.
of fortunes, and then we skedaddled out of there. There was a close moment with a slime corpse elemental sort of thing
Oh,
in the
yeah,
sewers,
I
but
got sucked in.
Yeah.
yeah, you were engulfed.
Yeah.
You were inside it.
You
But
found
due
a
to some
pendant.
I found
That's
something in
true.
there.
Yeah.
that
Or
is
it came, I don't know if I found it. It came with me when I
You were just
Eric
trying to
did
grab
his.
for anything
Yeah.
to keep your life alive.
You don't know if you
exactly.
can consider that uh, finding it.
But yeah, we after some clever plays by Tristan, who did a bamboozle swaparooski with the vortex warp, we were able to beat cheeks up the ladder and then get out into the relative safety of the inhospitable outskirts of a felled and cursed city. But we're making our way back to probably back to town, I think, because
Yeah.
we're pretty beat
Yeah.
up.
I'm really beat up.
Yeah, we probably would want to go to Nana first.
Yeah.
I
Before.
have 2 levels of corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you sleep, I guess
You got
things
enough
happen.
money for
basically.
that?
I
You-
don't.
Well,
You
I'm trying to
still
remember
need.
what the...
I think. I think you. I think you only the costs of material components for removing levels on Jonathan are free because of his subclass, but
You need
if you're
50
going to
gold.
old Zoya, she will still charge for her service,
Okay.
for her spellcasting
Yeah.
services.
Okay, well I've got 100.
I have 250, and I definitely don't want to be corrupted anymore.
And you have way more delirium than you had before, so
We had a lot of delirium too.
you could
Yeah,
sell
we
some
could
of
sell some.
those. Yeah. So, last time you were thinking of getting the hunting trophy that you took from the Rat Prince directly to the Hooded Lanterns who are stationed at Shepherd's Gate. But during your escape, during your way out of there, something happened with my mouse. Okay. During uh, your escape from the sewers, from the underground tunnels of the city, you fought a terrible creature, and you decided it's probably best that we go back to where it's safe, to Emberwood Village. Last time I asked you for a random encounter check, so this time you are free to, and because you did encounter something random, this time you are free to traverse. So as I was showing you, the sewers tunnel were around these parts here. There isn't like a description of the place, uh, but you managed to go out, to go back on the way. Uh, you could possibly go to Ackerman Mill if you want, if there is something for you to do there, but other than that, you can go a long way around the river to then go back to Emberwood. While on the way, do you want to do or do you want to say something, or shall we skip to old Zoya's hut?
I've been wanting to ask at a more opportune time. Um, I've been wanting to ask what Thalen's. So I'm gonna walk up to Thalen, and I'm pretty beat up and miserable looking. I say, "Buddy, you've been a great companion. Your powers, killing that rat prince, it was amazing. What what is your ultimate purpose being part of our ragtag troop?"
I mean, back when it began, I thought this curse, you know, was all that I wanted to fix. And Master Kova said I would learn more from you and your brother. But the more that I've traveled with you and the more that it's grown, I now wonder if it's actually a curse or if it's actually maybe a gift that I always thought was a curse. And the more that we've delved into the city, the more I've realized the city needs people like us to come out of whatever hellhole it's now become.
An admirable goal.
Mhm. Well, the city may be in trouble if it's keeping track or depending on people like us, but we can do we can do our best. We've already done some things. And you had our sister's letter, or my sister's letter, and we'll honor that and carry you whatever you need.
I appreciate that, and hopefully we'll also be able to figure out what you need as well.
Well, right now, I'm definitely in need of some food, some rest, and some witchy wonders to get rid of this corruption. I feel terrible.
Well, you look terrible as well, if it makes you feel any better.
It doesn't.
I mean, like, I don't know, comparatively, I'll look up at Jonathan and then I'll glance over to Tristan and back to Jonathan and back to Tristan and back to Jonathan.
Yes. A night's walk and a chat with Nana will fix us all. And then we'll set off again to, I guess, negotiate for the Wizarding Academy? Or shall
yeah.
we...
Dwarves?
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea of a mine of delirium seemed foreboding. What would they be mining?
I mean, there's a skull on the map. It doesn't seem like a good place to go.
Indeed. But dwarves live there, so it can't be that bad.
Oh, I thought the dwarves were along the river, weren't they? There's no way they're mining out of the crater. That'd be suicide, right?
I think they're in the crater, right?
I will not answer any of those questions. You could ask some of the more aware NPCs.
I like it.
But
we can touch base back in town. We can ask the merchants, I think, because I mean the problem is they're selling to everybody, so maybe they've got a line on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, is the scar different than the crater?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was operating on them being one and the same, but...
No, it says near the crater in my notes, but in the outer sea, near the walls.
Crater. Oh, okay.
Maybe
So
it's this thing. This looks kind of
area.
scarry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. We still probably want to talk to someone wandering around. Outer Drakkenheim is probably not the best of plans. We probably should have gotten Rain to mark on the map where it was supposed to be. Perhaps we can... Perhaps Veldre, you can run over and meet with your friend. You seemed to have a rapport.
Oh yeah, I could touch base with Rain. Rain, not River.
No.
Oh, those names, those wandering names. I'm gonna make a tradition out of this. Every time I'm going to
killing it.
To specifically go for a body of water or a natural phenomenon.
Yeah, just make sure it's all the same letter that they start with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gavin, Davin, and Javin.
Oh,
The next one's name will be Rio.
yes, exactly.
Okay, where is the first stop at Timberwood Village? What is the priority?
I think Nana Zoya, and that could just be could be Tristan and Jonathan. If Thalen and Veldra want to go and do other things. Of
Yeah,
course, splitting up might not be best considering we were jumped trying to get to the mansion.
True.
Okay, so
Do we have it on our list of things to do to sell off some delirium, or we haven't really talked about that? I think we can do the Nana Zoya thing now, and then we should circle back to
Yeah.
that.
why are you back so soon? Don't tell me. You done it again.
I'm sorry, Nana.
What happened this time? I told you to stay away from that accursed place.
I'm afraid it wasn't the cursed place this time. It was the cursed me. This glowing power within me. I'll show my veins. Jonathan was injured, and I tapped into it to try to heal him, and this magic exploded out of my body, but just corrupted me.
So,
Yeah.
were you able to use that to heal and not to?
Yeah. I can't explain how. I saw Jonathan injured, and I didn't want to lose him. And in my moment of fear, it just overcame me, and
Here,
I think
boy,
he
let me
became
take a look at you. And
corrupted as well.
She starts taking a look
Yes.
at Jonathan. Well,
I was Nana Zoya. I was healed, but I felt strange after, not myself.
you did
He was also
something
eaten by a slime monster.
weird happen? Something, I don't know, did something warp on you?
On me?
Yes, on you?
I don't think anything warped.
I have this, and I'll pull back my sleeve, revealing my chitinous skin. But I had this upon waking up. It wasn't connected to the moment of healing.
Yeah, something like that. I've seen some. Every now and then, you see someone with those bizarre distortions. I don't know what to call it, but I can heal those away as well. So, are you ready? Oh,
Yes,
Ready
yes.
as I'll ever be.
Should do Jonathan first.
every casting is 150. Don't forget.
So Jonathan, you have 50.
I have. Oh, I have exactly 151. Here is all of my money. And
Thank
I give her all of my money, including the extra one.
Generous, very
I will-
generous. Okay, she casts Purge Contamination. It has some drawbacks, but if I remember correctly, your specific type, your path of Barbarian allows you to not suffer the drawbacks, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Indeed. And
Tristan?
then Tristan will
You-
hand over the 150 gold.
Now, your turn. And on your end, Tristan, you do not have those same advantages, right?
No, I do not.
So let's I believe.
Sorry, if you said anything to me, my audio went out. I'm back though.
Okay. No, I think it's nothing to.
We're good being normies here.
I looked
Yeah,
down and I saw
normal
people's
dude.
mouths moving, and I'm like, it's oddly quiet.
uh, all contamination levels and mutations are removed from the creature. It then gains 1 level of exhaustion for each level of contamination removed with the spell. So
Okay.
Tristan, you had 1? Okay, so
I
you
believe.
are now
Correct
minus
me if I'm
2
wrong, Chad.
on everything.
Yep.
Feel as if a huge, both of you, not Jonathan to a lesser extent, but you both feel like something. You just ran a marathon and you finally, all through your sweat, all of that disease, all of that sickness has finally been purged out of you. But at a price. You are now much more tired than you were before, especially Kristen.
Thank you, Nana. I appreciate this.
We swear, it's the last time.
It won't be the
Don't
last
swear.
time. I
Yeah,
apologize, Nana.
don't swear that.
Hey,
If healing Jonathan is a way to get corruption, then I foresee if Jonathan is in danger, I will need to come back.
well, I'd be careful if I were you because that type of spell is particularly nasty, chaotic. You could want to do good with it, but it could go wild. Instead, you can end up hurting your. Listen to the knowledge of the old Zoya here. You're better off sticking to regular, good old divine spells. Those never miss.
Yes, Nan. I will consider that. And thank you again for helping us.
Ah, you're welcome. As long as you keep bringing gold. Okay, now off you go.
Nana, do you have any...
Huh?
How many health potions do we have as a group?
I think I
Nana,
still
do you have
have
any
mine.
potions to sell?
I do have a couple of those. Let me see how many I still have left. Ooh, I still have a whole patch. And if you want something better than that, if you pay me in advance, tomorrow I can have a greater healing potion prepared for you.
And what would be the cost of that, Nana?
150.
And it's 50 for a normal?
For a normal.
I will hand her 50 and take a potion.
Okay. Do you want
Down
me
to
to add
53
or?
gold. Yeah, if you could add it to me.
I think Phelan will get one as well.
Jonathan, do you have any potions available to you?
I have 1.
Okay. Well, if you use it, I'll have one. I hope I won't have to use it. I'll try to stay hidden.
Dalen wants one as well?
Yep.
Yes?
Oh, my still.
No, I can hear you.
50
Okay.
gold.
Phelan wants one.
50 gold, Dalen. Just reduce that,
Mhm.
and it's on your inventory. Okay, she still has 4.
How much is the Electrum worth? How many gold?
The what?
We haven't picked up any yet, but Electrum's, it's a decimal of gold. It's like,
Why does mine say I have 5? I must have put some something in the wrong
Yeah.
spot.
I mean, it
Says-
looks an awful lot like
oh.
a silver color, so
I think what happened is we split it.
Yeah.
We split a non-denominational amount, so it was half a gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Seems like
so I
something you
have.
would have done.
To simplify, I'll always give rewards in gold and have prices be in gold, but whenever you have to split one gold, two ways, for example, it's 5 silver each.
I'm gonna move that to my silver. Okay.
Till next time. And she comes back to her.
Excellent.
Where next? Oh, by the way, I wanted, because of the new map, I wanted to do something cool. Does anyone want to roll in a table, or can I do it? The rumors table. I think we already we used that in the beginning, right?
oh yeah, rumors. Yeah, we haven't rolled
Yeah.
rumors for a while.
For a while. But now, because I have the map with all those, the Drakkenheim map with all those places hidden from you, whenever you hear a rumor, you will unlock a location on the map, because
Feud.
the rumor will accompany the place. So yeah, I'm gonna roll
Like
here.
that.
I think it shows on the chat. Ah. Oh no, that's okay. That's a good one. So during the purge contamination, during the casting of the spell of that druidic ritual, Nana Zoya comments. Oh yeah, by the way, did you know there's another druid in the region? He lives much further away than I do, deep into an old forest that was tainted by the delirium. But there's no haze in there, as far as I know. Crazy thing, I think he is much more old than I am, much more wise. I heard he can even bring back the dead.
Where does he live?
I believe he's a druid devoted to Morrigan, one of the old gods. He lives northeast of Drakkenheim, a few miles. When I read,
I like it, but
Oh.
it's so much safer to come to you though, right, Nana? Like,
If
I
you-
think we've established a rapport. Frequent flyer card. I think I've got two hole punches here in my journal.
as
See you on our third one.
as long as you keep coming back alive and not transformed into a monster, I can always help you.
I'll try and I'll wink at her.
I read Shrine to the Old Gods, and it's the exact same name of the map you are right now. So I thought, oh my god, you heard a rumor about old Lena while speaking to
what I
Lena, what the
thought.
fuck?
That's what I thought as well.
Did you know this place used to be called this? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
I didn't know you were an elf, Nana.
Yeah.
I was gonna presume, you know.
But then I remember that there is another. Okay.
Okay.
Where next? What is next on our list?
I think we're gonna get a more discreet location for the dwarf. We were gonna go lean on the merchants or rain inside of town.
Okay. You.
I think I might,
Mhm.
if we do the merchant, I think I might try and do a light bit of shopping. Basically, I just want to trade out my.
Just
Gale
for
Mail to buy
clarification, Rain is a member of the Hooded Lanterns, and River is a member of the Amethyst Academy.
Oh fuck
The
me!
mage.
I felt so
It's
good.
River, right?
River.
You said
Then.
it so confidently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I realize
Okay.
I need to consolidate my notes. I have my Drakkenheim notes in 3 separate books, none of which are here right now. They're somewhere else in the house.
River is not always available when you go to the city. when she's rarely seen in the caravan court where the merchants are. She's most likely seen in the Red Lion Hotel, where she usually uh, rents a room for an entire month at a time. And sometimes she's nowhere to be seen, as mysterious mage that she is. While the merchants are always there from 8 to 8 every single day. Where do you want?
I think, I mean, Veldrip, I guess, pontificating out loud as we're walking, away from Nana's. It's like, I mean, let's see, we've got these two options. We might have a better rapport with River, but it's also, it might not. Would it look bad? Like Veldrip gets kind of sheepish. Like, would it look bad to be like, hey, what was the thing you told us to do again?
I
I
mean,
don't know if that would bode well.
I'm sure the mine is a known place. Like maybe even the butler at the hotel might know.
I mean, well, maybe. But I mean, they're mining a controlled and banned substance, and I guess they are selling it to multiple people. But are they
Well,
doing
perhaps
these deliveries at? They wouldn't do them at the hotel, clearly. And even so, would the butler know where they had come from?
Mm. Well, maybe the merchants know. There are two, I believe, that trade in delirium. So maybe there's the one that was recommended by our original driver to this city. Maybe our friendship will allow him to mark it on the map. Maybe say the map we bought didn't have a particular location that we were interested in.
Yeah.
That might work.
Speaking of delirium, we seem to have quite the stash at this point in time. Does anyone have
We
any
do.
plans for it, or should we be cashing it in for gold? It seems to be something that draws attention, and I don't know if we always want attention drawn to us.
Well, I have no gold, and we have lots of delirium. I need food and a place to rest. We're selling it.
Yeah.
Yes. It is evil. I do feel bad getting rid of it. Kind of participating in this continued cycle based on the ruin of the city. But I suppose you're right. We do need to eat.
I mean, there does seem to be some potential value to keeping some. There's that crazy group of the religious zealots. I can't even remember their names, but he did embed a crystal into his chest. Last time we saw, he was not dead. So maybe it is more than just a corrupting source. Maybe
And I was able to use this fragment to heal Jonathan. So I'm not sure what this magic is, but perhaps we should keep a little bit. As I grow stronger, it might become a resource.
Indeed. Maybe we test the water with the merchants if this is, as you say, a somewhat controlled and banned substance. Maybe it's best not to show all of our cards in one place as well.
Indeed.
So
The merchants then?
to
Yep.
the
To the merchants.
caravan court. 1 second. I'll just change the map. Once I
Makes
know
sense
it.
at least to cash in enough to pay for next time Nana Zoya has to heal me.
At least.
Because she
I
doesn't
think-
trade in the delirium, right? That sounds right.
No.
I don't think
Nana
she wanted
Zoya
anything to
is
do
a
with it.
pure druidic person.
Yeah. Like, I think what's it called? The spell used a chip. The big healing spell used a chip, and we have like
Yeah.
66 of them. But I don't know if bigger crazy spells use bigger chunks.
So I just have the ones I have right now. Fragment. Yep, those are the two.
Oh,
I
they
seem
all
to have.
use fragments?
Controlled mutation. Hold up. That one's a fragment worth 100 gold pieces,
Oh, okay. So we've got 13 of those.
and that's a level 2 spell,
Okay.
which is insane. So it's like enhanceability, where you all get a benefit. So for Thalen, if I do a dexterity, it's the target has advantage on dexterity attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Oof.
And then so if I cast it, it becomes, and that's for an hour. I get corruption, but then you have the option of also becoming corrupted. And if you do, then all attacks with ranged and
Walk through
finesse
walls.
weapons score a critical hit on an 18 through 20.
Oh, whoa. You get keen. That's wild.
Yeah, for an hour. But you also get corruption. So
Yeah, I don't
Eh.
don't with a corruption quite as well as some of the others.
and these are just things I get through my subclass.
Yeah. How do we clear exhaustion again? It's just it's a long rest.
Each
Takes
One
one.
down.
each level, yes.
So and eventually I'll be able to avoid getting corruption sometimes. But then we get anomalies, which could be even worse. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Truth.
Anomalies are so much fun, guys.
Roll the dice, baby.
Yeah, I love chaos. I love the same reason I love the wild magic sorcerer. This is a campaign full of wild magic-ish flavored things.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get used to some of the familiar faces. I don't remember if you guys ever been to the caravan court before, where the merchants usually are gathered.
We went once.
Yeah, we went the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, we're very briefly. We talked to a fancy guy that, in my mind, looked like a Nilfgaardian dude, Witcher.
okay. So, let me put you guys here on the map so you can explore. 1 second. So in here there are, you guys can explore the map freely, but I'll go ahead and tell you exactly who the familiar faces in here are. So the first one is Aaron, the guy who who were with you as you are going to Drakkenheim for the first time or returning, if that was your case. Where is? I cannot find the NPCs. Ah, here, found it. So he sells all the adventuring gear, the mundane, non-magical items that you might need. So he sells things like I don't know, like ball bearings, any tools that
Does
you
he
might
sell
want.
rope?
Yeah, he sells rope.
Does anyone have a rope?
He's your guy.
I think I
When
left
I-
my rope in the rat's den.
Yeah, we need a rope. Anyway,
I think I
Uh,
got some.
and he is still in the old way of showing NPCs, because now I have the new way. There's also this guy that he recommended himself, who's called Orson Fairweather. This man, he's very shady looking, and he is in the city with the sole purpose of getting the link. So, as far as you know, the only thing that he buys is delirium, and lots of them. He is one of the few people who can buy it in large quantities, in bulk. And then there's a guy who, I believe this is the Nilfgaardian reference.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
There's Alder the Immense, and he is one of the other few people who also happens to buy delirium. He's also seen to buy in large quantities, maybe not as much as Orson, but from your uh, for your demand, he might as well be your guy. And now that you have been here for a while, you also know that if you ask for, he also sells magic items. But he doesn't have like a full store of magical items. Uh, every now and then, when you come back to the village, he might have a different item available, and he always has those specific items. So you cannot ask for anything, you just have to see what he has and decide if that's what you want. Okie doke.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
So between our two shady merchants, do we have any strong feelings, or should we just flip for it?
I think we should flip for it.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Going once, going
I'll-
twice.
Tristan will walk up to Aaron and say, "Hi, Aaron. How have you been?"
Hey, good to see you. Been so long, right? Good to see that you are still
couple days at
alive.
Indeed, and having quite the adventure in this city. I have a question. You recommended one merchant for offloading delirium that you trusted. What do you know about Aldor the Immense? He seems to have access to different wares than other people.
That is true. The problem is I don't know where he takes. He rarely seems to leave Ember. No one knows where he sleeps, probably on his own coach, but... And from time to time, he seems to have those items spawn out of nowhere. I don't know if he makes them or he has some dealings with... I don't know. I heard all sorts of crazy rumors. That's why I personally don't mess too much with him. But I've seen many adventurers come and trade with him. They usually do not like his price. I'll tell you that in advance. But other than that, I've never seen him do anything. I never seen with my own eyes he doing anything outlandish, but the
But beyond
absence
him being expensive, have you heard any stories of people purchasing for him and the magic items being cursed or maybe not being what they seem or having any other consequences?
no. On that part, I would say that
Okay.
no, but I've seen people buy from him and never coming back. But is it the item that he
But you
sold,
could say that of every
or
merchant.
is it the city? And I've seen people who bought and came back. So who knows?
Well, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it. Do you have any rope
I do have a rope.
purchased before we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the price of a rope? Does anyone know?
1 gold point. 1 gold piece, it looks like.
I had some modules that.
Tristan, will you buy me a rope?
Yes, Jonathan.
Can I please have a rope, Tristan?
Now sit there nicely while I talk to the man.
At one point, I had a module that made merchants work like in video games, like you could see their inventory and decide where to buy, but I don't know what happened. Anyways, uh, should I add to Jonathan's character sheet?
Yes, please.
One
Yeah.
rope. No way.
And how much was it?
Yeah, you're my friend, so I'll make the market price for it. So it's just the player's handbook price. So,
Okay.
so if it's 1 gold, so
I appreciate that. Here, have 5 electrum as well. Clear my inventory.
Here are my pennies. I don't
Yeah.
want them anymore.
It's a tip.
well,
Okay.
stop by the market buzzer any time so we can share a beer, and I want to hear those adventures of yours.
That sounds like a wonderful idea, Aaron. I hope we do get to do that.
Speaking of adventures, have you come across any interesting adventures that maybe your clients or others have passed by your way? Anything we should be abreast of?
I think that with the passing of the years and word going out, there's less people brave enough to venture on their own. Usually, newcomers are either pilgrims of the falling fire, or outlanders, those Illyrians that have come with the Silver Order. But other than you, there's a how do you say it? A fellowship, a party of fellows, right? That regularly buys things here in the court. I think the leader is an elf lady. She's a different kind of elf. I've never seen that one before.
And have you heard what they're interested in doing and adventuring into the city?
I usually don't ask too much. So I don't.
Yes,
I
but you
don't.
hear much, I'm sure,
Yeah, good
even
point.
when you're not.
Well, yes. Let's see. That's a good opportunity to to use it again. Ooh, that's a good. Well, now that you mention it, I heard that they were doing business with a potion seller, and I don't know. At the top of my head, I don't know if he sells them in the city in Drakkenheim, or if he uh, actually lives in there. I don't know if that's possible. If anyone can just decide to live into the city, inside the haze. But I heard that they were coming and going from that. I think they did some work for him in exchange for potions. I don't know if he's with the academy. I mean, you cannot legally sell potions without the academy's approval, but I don't know if anyone will come to knock at his door if he lives inside the haze, right?
Surely there's
Indeed.
no soliciting sign hung up there.
Well, we appreciate the information. We'll keep an eye out for this other adventuring group.
You're welcome. Anytime you want.
I suppose we'll kind of move on our way, and as we get out of earshot,
Okay.
you know, you didn't seem to like that one one merchant, but what do we
You can
know
see what
about
he
this other one?
offers.
I suppose doesn't hurt to talk to ask.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by outrageous prices. Everything seems to be outrageous here, so who knows what it could be.
I think we-
And I'll walk up to Aldor the Immense and say,
Okay.
good evening, Mr. Immense. It's a pleasure. I hear that you deal in delirium.
You guys went to Fairweather. This is
Oh,
Fairweather.
okay. Well, that I meant to go to the other guy.
You walk to the guy. Oh, you're not
Oh.
the one around.
Oh,
I,
you mean
I
the,
was
the
just
one with
going
the
along
giant
with
token?
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the throne.
The
Yeah,
the,
in
the,
the
one,
throne.
For
yeah,
Isle Throne.
the one token that screams immense on the map is
Yep.
is Aldo. Okay. What is that you said again?
Oh, I hear you. You deal in delirium.
Welcome, welcome. I have seen your faces around here, this part, but I'm glad that you came here, and the first time you did, you asked the best question that I could have hoped for. Oh, why I do trade in delirium. What do you have for me?
Well, perhaps you could help me with, and I will give 10 of the smaller fragments and one of the larger fragments from inside my pouch. We'll kind of put them on the table in front of him.
Ooh, let me see those. Why, yes. Okay, so 10 chips and one fragment, right?
Yes.
That's 200 gold, right?
I have all these notes in another book somewhere else.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Each
that,
chip is 10
It should be.
and
Yeah.
one fragment is 100.
Yeah, 10.
He looks at the quantity and said, "That's a good harvest you have there. I will release that of your hands for 100 gold. Best price in the market."
I wasn't expecting that price. I'd heard it would go for a bit more. You wouldn't mind if I shopped around, would you?
Where are you going to shop around? Fairweather? Do you think that he will pay you more handsomely than I do? Tell you
We can only find out.
Tell you what, because it's your first time here, 150.
What other wares do you possibly have to sweeten the deal? Perhaps a bartering system is a better idea.
Good question. So, he has, he shows you his wares, so you are seeing with your own eyes, but I'll describe in game terms. So he has more potions than Old Zoya. He has a good quantity of regular health potions and a quantity of greater healing potions. He has spell scrolls, and they are. I will roll everything at random, but he even have spell scrolls. They are all of wizard spells, okay, and they go from first, second, and third level. So he even has scrolls of third level at the highest availability. He has any material component that has a price tag for any spell of any class up to 5th level. So if you want a diamond for Revivify, you can buy from him. If you want, I don't know,
Okay.
for Find Familiar, etc. And he has 4 magic items that will change. Not every time, but every now and then when you visit him, he will have them a different set of magic items. And he will explain to you exactly what they do, so you don't need to identify those. So he has an alchemy jug. Oh, and they are always uncommon and below. Okay. So he has an alchemy jug. Let me. I'll tell you everything, then I'll write that down. He has a bag of tricks, which is the bag that you grab a fuzzy ball and you throw it in the ground, and it's a randomly decided beast, right? So it's a it could be from could be a bear, a tiger, something like that. He has a pair of sending stones, which are communication devices. You can talk at long distances. And he even explains something for you. You can communicate with two people outside the haze, and you can communicate with two people inside the haze, but you cannot communicate one inside and one outside. The haze blocks uh, divination spells.
Okay.
And last and definitely not least, his most expensive item of the day. It's a set of swashbuckler's boots, which is an item from Monsters of Drakkenheim, the third book in the series.
Oh.
Do you want me to send all of that written down, or
I think
Go
I
ahead.
think I've got it here because it's
Yeah.
Hmm.
basically jug, consumables, boots, and then sending stones.
I'll even send the price tags on each item.
Oh, perfect.
And I also think, or just as a reminder specifically, the only arms and armorer was the blacksmith dad that we met earlier as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you looking to get something, Veldra?
Well, this is just, it's. I find that this one, I nozzle my scale mail, and be like, it's bunching up, and it's a lot more, clangy around here than I'm used to. I was thinking I might be able to just, it's a really nice make. I was hoping to maybe just swap it out for a chain shirt, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more freeing, but it's a little bit more free on the movement, I think. It's certainly less protective, but I'm not looking to, I don't want to liquidate any of our adventure assets to purchase something wild and fancy.
Perhaps you won't jingle as you walk around.
Yeah, I mean, I can only oil and make so many blessings before I reach a dead end on that. I feel like I'm not performing up to my potential in my current state.
Did we
I get that.
did we hear what the alchemy jug does? I remember the bag of tricks.
The alchemy jug, you can use an action and say the name of an item, and the the jug will produce that item. It can be things like water and wine and beer. It can be honey and mayonnaise, and it can be battle combat items like acid, poison, and oil.
Okay, so they have to be liquids.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only produces liquids, and there are some rules like how you can the max amount that it produces with one action. So like water, it can be up to 12 gallons, and poison is just like a small quantity just to coat a weapon or an arrow. So it's balanced that way. I think I will post all of that on the Discord. So if during outside of session we can maybe after going on adventure again and coming back, you guys can have an idea of what you want to buy.
Yeah.
I can dig.
I mean, I'd be okay if people wanted to do shopping outside of gameplay, just reaching out to Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. I would prefer that as well. My only goal with coming to see these folk is was gonna ask about about the dwarf thing, and then maybe try to switch out my armor. But I've got enough money to take care of that myself. But feel free to go about however we want to go about the rest of the stuff.
If there's nothing else that anyone else wants to say, Tristan is okay with Alder's offerings. He's glad to meet him, but I think I'll go see what other merchants have to offer. And I thank you for your time, Aldo.
He says, "You do me one favor, will you? After you go to Fairweather, and you will probably decide not to strike a deal with him, come back to me. I have something in mind for the adventuring type if you are willing to risk your necks for better prices."
I've heard that before. Intriguing.
And
To fail.
he allows you to leave.
Off to Fairweather.
Yep. Offers another mission.
Everyone wants something. Welcome, welcome. Approach, approach. I can guess you tried to trade Delirium with Alder there and you want a better deal.
If there's one to be had, and I'll put forth on the table again the 10 chips and 5
He
fragments.
uses a set of tongs to hold the thing, and he uses a magnifying glass to look at the Delirium. Oh, why, yes. A good find. For the amounts that you showed me, I can offer you 100 gold.
It's even less than Alder. Surprising.
Oh, why, yes. That's
I thought we were...
intriguing. Did he offer to buy that from you in coin or in other items?
in coin now, but with the potential for future benefits. But of course, everyone wants something.
Do check the coinage that he uses to pay you. Some are foreign. Some are marked, and there will be someone hunting you down. Where he deals with all sorts of unwanted pieces. I can offer you clean gold. 100 gold.
Can I get an... No,
Okay.
I'm not even going to bother with an insight check. I have 0 in insight, plus I'm
Okay.
exhausted.
Oh yeah. You have a -2 to that.
Yeah.
I think you remember.
I mean, I could try and chime in with a. I guess it does make sense, you know. Clearly you are, acquiring these highly caustic and powerful reagents, so you have to stand to make a profit by reselling them. I mean, you're just running a business after all, trying to looking out for people that would make the best use of these particular items, and then I'll try and insight his his
Okay.
response. Bow.
I'll roll his charisma like this. Do you want to see more of his pricing, or do you want to see more if what he said about Aldor is the truth?
I think we'll go with the if what he's saying about Aldos is the truth,
Mhm.
or if he's just really just kind of
They,
I'm a competitor, so I'll say
yeah,
whatever.
they clearly are rivals here in this market. They even stand on the complete opposite side of each other. Uh, you can see that they don't. I mean, you didn't try to incite Alder, but you can see that Orson he behaves like a strategician. He uh, he is calm. He is confident. You can see that uh, he rehearsed every word of what he said about Alder. He has that speech on his mind, and he probably tells that to everyone that buys from him or negotiates with either of those. But he completes by saying, "This is a good fight, as I said, but it's not as much as I would. If you happen to find larger crystals, could offer you uh, much more pleasant. But as we are dealing, if I buy from the market value every single chip and every single small piece, it ends up not being a good trade. If you had 100 of those chips, maybe I could give you a better price. But as it looks, if I buy from every single adventuring group, every single individual, it would not look so good on my end."
100 chips. That's quite the amount of delirium. Where would you offload that much? Do you happen to do much business with the dwarves off near the Scar? We've heard talk that they do dealings in large quantities of delirium themselves.
They are my number one suppliers as of the moment. I wouldn't be half as much successful without my agreement with the dwarfs, the Iron Helm.
Supplier, you say, so they do not buy from you?
Oh, they work on the mines. They are the extractors of the living. I buy from them and then I sell them in a
I
profit.
see. If we say wanted to have dealings with these dwarves ourselves, maybe for other reasons, where would we go about finding them?
Okay, I will ask for persuasion because you already saw that he is a little bit competitive, and you're asking him, "Oh, who is your supplier? I wanted to make a business with him as well."
Perception, persuasion. Oh yeah, I'm not the one to be doing this, but gotta roll the dice.
Okay. Uh, he stops and analyzes you for a bit. Well, where else could they be extracting such large quantities in such a long stretch of time? You know that the delirium deposits, they run out very quickly. There are some parts of the city that used to be like gold mines, and now they have completely dried out. But the dwarves, they extract it from the source. So if you're feeling brave to go to the crater, you trade with them. And now you don't even need to do an insight check. He's sending you to your depths.
Yeah. Truth.
Yes. Yeah, the crater has been on our list of places to go. Maybe we'll stop there next.
I'll try and chime in too, nonchalantly. It's like, well, yes, clearly if they're doing all this mining out of the crater, they probably don't need any extra help on our regard to keep them safe, because they must have it all well in hand. They probably already know about, the ratlings moving out and moving closer into the city. So, it's probably nothing to worry about. They've got it all well in hand.
I see what you did there, Valdra. Go ahead and make I think it's a persuasion, but it could be I forgot the word. It could
Deception?
be it could be a deception.
I think they're both flat rolls for me anyway, so let's go with deception because that fits a trickery cleric more.
Nice. Go Arson. Go Arson. Woo.
Oh,
Okay. As a matter of fact, how do you call yourselves? Adventurers?
We're business people, not unlike yourself.
Yes, Gertrude. She told me that she was looking to hire more able men to help with the defenses. Do you happen to have a map? I'll point it out to you where you can find the item now.
I'll supply it and be like, our chief reports on the scar. I'll mention, not the crater, was around this area, but we wanted to make sure that we weren't dealing with unscrupulous people that would lie to us.
Yes. How do I? Oh, here. I can choose one of the rumors. I don't need to roll at random.
Oh, beaut.
Yes, south of the crater. Here. Okay. You already unlocked 3 different
On a roll
points of
today.
interest. The map is
We got a laundry list.
it's growing. Okay.
Uh,
So, do we have a deal? 100 gold?
I think perhaps not today. Perhaps I'll wait until we've acquired 100 pieces, and then I can get a better deal.
Yeah.
It's not burning in my hole in my pocket quite yet.
Oh, but it will.
Or we could probably just drop it off once we complete once we complete helping the dwarves. Once they take us on full time, we can just let them handle it. This way, we don't have to be carrying this cursed stuff around.
That is wise.
It'll end up
They
with you
could then
eventually.
sell it to you, and we can just get gold from the dwarves. Yeah, makes sense.
Like one big business family. I thank you for your time, Alderos. I thank you for your time, good sir. I clearly can't be bothered to remember anybody's name ever. Yes, anymore.
My name is Orson Fairweather. Good times.
Fair weather and fair dealings, I will say, Orson. Very well. Be safe.
Phelan definitely chuckles just like that.
Walking away, once out of earshot, Tristan will say, I think we should maybe see what Aldor's mission adventure is, and we should butter him up, because I think we may be pissing off Orson in the name of River.
I mean, true. You know, talk is free, really. You know, we haven't made any real commitments yet.
Tis true. Tis true. Does anyone else have anything else they want to do, or are they okay with going back to Aldor?
We're good with going back to Eldor. We got what we came here for.
Yeah. The only other thing I got to do is stop by the blacksmith, but I can just do that off screen. I can just switch out stuff from compendia if we need and deduct whatever gold difference.
Well,
Greetings,
what have we
my
here?
friend and fortune teller. I didn't realize you were a partaker in the arts of seeing the future as much as
Divination.
selling delirium.
When you see a certain situation repeat over and over, you'll get the hang of it.
Well, in our last conversation, you mentioned that you might have a task that we could help you with
Yes.
to cement our friendship.
Do you happen to go to the ruins every so often?
The
Certainly.
ruins are the inner city or the outer?
The ruins is the entirety, so both inner and outer.
We've spent some time, Elder.
Oh, maybe it's not that much what I'm asking of you. Maybe it's just a quick stop along your way. So if I happen to be in the ruins, I have a specific ask of you. I know that there was someone that owed me a good amount of coin. Or an old trading that we did. The fact is, he was traveling through the ruins all by himself in the hopes that he could pay me back. Last time I checked, he was going to North Castle. And, well, should I add that he never came back in this last week? I asked around for him and no one saw him leaving the ruins. So he was most likely dead. Now, dead men cannot pay their debts, but maybe something on his possession can. He had a ring that I was very interested in, but he wouldn't sell. Since he's dead, he will not need it anymore. So why don't you go to North Castle if you are already in the ruins? Find a dead halfling with red hair, no beard, and he never wore shoes. He was a halfling after all. And search any one of his fingers for, if I remember correctly, the ring could turn invisible in his hand. So you will have to poke around to find.
Tricky halflings, the whole lot of them.
Do that for me.
Could
I can give you a handsome reward, and I will trade Delirium. Not only there is a reward to be had, but I will see you as my friends, and I will give you better price.
I see. And what would those better prices look like, my friend?
I can get Delirium out of your hands for the market price. The least I could do to a friend. At least once.
We have a map here. Could you mark the location of the last place the halfling was seen?
It's in the outer city.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we knew. I'm sure if we come by it, we'll poke in and look for your former colleague, tradesman.
4 new places.
Okay. And that's all Tristan would want to do. He probably would want to not be exhausted, and that's the only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, beautiful. Bargains well struck. Looking forward to a fruitful business venture, Gordo. We will be back at our earliest convenience with a halfling corpse or a halfling hand that has a ring attached to it.
Yes. Or a living halfling that maybe just got lost, needed help coming home.
Oh no. Good doing business. I hope you come back.
And then in this interim, Velder will slip over to the blacksmith, trade out her scale mail for a chain shirt, and then I'll give him an extra 30 gold on top of it.
Yeah. The blacksmith's price are double the player's handbooks, and he buys
give him-
things for half. So
Okay, so then that would be, instead of 30, it would be 50. It would be 75 then.
I don't
I
have
gotta
the
do math.
tables. Guys, shall we do a quick break while
Sure.
Veldra's doing math?
Beautiful.
Sounds good.
It could be a long break.
Yeah. Be right back.
the more I think he's going to be intrigued by the zealots and their worshiping delirium, because maybe they know something that could help him. So that's why I'm leaning, kind of including them or pushing that way. But that's just a Tristan thing.
Yeah, Tristan wants answers for his.
I want answers for
his
delirium.
puberty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just say one thing about just because there's one misconception that I don't want you to lean on, but I'll try to not give too much back end information. Okay, you don't need obviously you don't need to explore all the spots in the map, because once you get to the inner city, there's also lots and lots of adventuring sites. But you could go for each one of them, at least to see what it looks like in the front, see if there's something that's interesting for you, and then decide if you want to go deeper. That's also valid. But the spoiler is there will be a point when you will no longer level up doing outer city tasks. When you reach certain threshold, that you have not reached yet, you will gain no XP. Even though you're playing milestone, you will gain no XP from monsters outside. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense, because then that way, as you, I guess that does assuage something. Because my other thought is like the dwarf. I'm thinking of it structured like act style, where it's like, oh, this is the finale of the first act. Like, I feel like that's the dwarf thing is a transition, because in the way that it's been presented to us to like solve it, we're going to get people mad, and that could be a big driving force of like, that's the end of act 1 or whatever it is. And then, but then the other thought being like, well, that is a big thing. I don't know, are we big enough kids to navigate that if we just got our asses beat by every clearly telegraphed pit trap in the rat's nest that we came into? Like, so I guess there's that little fear about it, but
I can make a proposal, and the rest of the group can thumbs up, thumbs down it. I'd be okay if RL, you just said that we've reached the level where outer adventures no longer advance you anymore, as a way to kindly say, it's like, now let's move forward with the story.
Yeah, that's the
and we can
intention.
like narratively wrap things up with things we want to do. But
Okay. So when you reach that level, I'm allowed to say, okay, now you only gain XP from inner city adventuring sites.
if everyone else is okay with that.
I am.
yeah,
I don't
cool.
want to, I mean, maybe we'll still do outer city stuff if we feel like it.
Yeah, there's that. You could also find information. You could also find magic items. You can also find delirium that's expensive that you could sell. So it's not that there are no reasons to go and explore everything. It's just that you can get stronger by having lots of magical items as well. So who knows?
Like it.
We're also still at the point where we're making connections, and we have some friendships that aren't that strong yet. I'm sure we're going to start pissing people off too, and then that'll set the lines of what we can and cannot do.
And-
commit to it.
And the basic premise of this campaign is that you cannot unite all the factions, and you cannot be neutral and friendly with all the factions. You have to make choices. Okay, so now it's sleeping time. Do you guys want to see the map and see what you unlocked, or do you want to keep role playing this rest? Is anyone going to have a beer with Aaron when night falls?
Yeah, I'll have a drink with him. I was pretty silent in the conversation, and I'll be like, Aaron, it's been great. Thank you for looking out for us. It's a dog eat dog world out here, and you've been nothing but a stand-up kind of guy. Let me buy you some dog bird soup, and we'll a toast to your health, and may your business ever continue to thrive. Godspeed, sir.
You're the best. I have no words. You're simply the best. All of you.
You don't need
I mean,
words amongst friends, you know? We just know. We just intuitively forget. We intuitively get it.
you helped me when those ruffians attacked my caravan. Now you. Ah. Yeah, I'll miss you when I go back to Transmont to get more supplies.
Excellent. Well, all right. Until that time happens, we'll see you at a later date. I'm gonna go tuck in for the night with the rest of the buds.
Okay, you can all benefit from a long rest.
It's a new day.
I'll consider that you've rested on the Bark and Buzzards, that you rent a lodging for a night, but you can correct
Oh,
me
yeah,
if
for
I'm
sure.
wrong. By the way,
I
here's
think
all the
that seems
map.
logical.
If Tristan will pay for Jonathan has no money. If Tristan will
Oh,
pay
yeah.
for a room, then great. But
I
if
will.
not, Jonathan will sleep in somewhere else.
We can share a bed. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I got some ducats too. He didn't hold me over the furnace too bad.
Okay, let me just ask this. I know I picked up delirium last time. I didn't write it down though. Were you keeping track of that, Chad?
Yeah, I've been
The-
keeping track of at least the ones that I know that we've had, and I've subtracted when we used it to cast, and then I was prepared to keep track of it if we sold any. But since we didn't, we've got about
Okay.
19. We've got 1,960 gold worth of delirium.
If we got market price for it.
Okay.
Thanks.
I have some in my like character sheet. I don't know if that one that was double counted. I'm just looking. I don't have a lot, but I just noticed I had some in inventory.
I was gonna
6 chips and 2 fragments.
I was gonna track down all of my notebooks and add them together, but Chad, if you've
Yeah, I
been
can
keeping track,
transfer
we can
these
just go
to
with
you,
we can
Chad.
just go with that number. And
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is again. At least my bookkeeping thus far.
I trust your bookkeeping.
And
Yeah, and my guess is that counts what I have, so I'll get rid of mine.
nice.
I want everyone to admire the fact that I took my long rest, and the only thing I had left over was 1 innate sorcery unit. Every other resource I had was spent.
Perfect.
All my resources were spent too. All of my hit dice,
Yeah, plus
almost
all
all
your
of
hit points.
all of my hit points, and all of my rages. So we went hard last time.
Is Silvery Barbs only once per long rest? It's interesting that it calls it out. I didn't think
it's
that's how it
from
worked,
it's from
but
it's from a feat, or it's from where?
Yeah, it's probably
Oh, no,
your
it
free.
did-
Yeah, you get
from
1 free
your
cast.
from your magic initiate.
oh, maybe that's how. I thought I had learned it, but maybe it's something else. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you still kind of have it learned. Like, if
Yeah.
you used any of your spell slots, it would have told you that you
Hmm.
regained spell slots, but it doesn't look like you did.
Yeah.
Even though
Usually
you
I
use
definitely
Shatter.
did. I definitely used spell slots. I was counting them off. I think there's just stuff not properly set up in
Okay.
my account. But that's for another time.
By the way, I just checked your inventories, and no one is carrying the pendant that you just wired.
Oh,
Oh,
Who is going to
Jonathan
take that?
has it.
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
And that has. I was kind of actually just wondering how it works. You said it is resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. And resistance is half damage?
Yes, half damage.
And is it a bonus action? Is it just a react? Can I use
It's
it
a
as
reaction.
reaction?
It's
or?
a reaction, yeah.
Okay.
When you are
It's reaction.
hit with one of those 5 types, yeah, 5 types, it's on your inventory right now.
Okay.
When you are hit with one of those, you can spend 1 charge and you gain resistance until the end of your next turn. So you can activate it outside of your turn, and then let's say, for example, you are facing a lot of fiends, and they all deal fire damage. You can activate the first one that hits you, and then you resist all of those attacks.
Okay.
And remember, I mentioned that it never recharges. It doesn't recharge automatically, but you can find ways to recharge stuff. And I think you have to be attuned to it. No, it doesn't require attunement. Yeah. So you can swap
And we-
around if someone else needs.
And when we wake up, I will make a nice breakfast of pork bacon and eggs and crusty bread for everyone. So now if you look, I put in the chat, advanced palette, you all have 1 legendary resistance. So if you fail a saving throw, you can just choose to succeed.
And ignore that. I was just fixing my spell stuff and accidentally clicked
And
that.
I think
So you said 1. Oh, go ahead.
1 legendary resistance, right?
Yep. So one time when you fail a save, you can just succeed instead. It's the thing that I think we all could have used multiple times, but we've never actually used because we always forget we can do it.
And then everyone still has their, well, I guess, yeah, everyone still has their inspiration probably from the last time we short rested.
Yep.
If not, I can play my flute. Probably playing my flute anyway, just as
I mean,
a
you should.
jolly morning, greeting the day kind of thing, you know?
Lol.
Here comes the sun, doo 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 doo.
I'll hum along as I make my little bookworm scroll after getting up.
Nothing else to do in the village?
Nope.
Back to the city? Perfect. This is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Do we want to check in
villains-
with the zealots to see if they need escorting this morning?
Good.
I mean,
Let's
sure.
go.
While we're there.
We're there, we're
Pop in
going to the
just a bit.
spot. It's like, hey, we're going. You want to bring a couple of them?
Unfortunately, let me choose a trend. Okay. Unfortunately, when you get to Hendrick's farm, you just only see a couple of pilgrims, and when asked, they say that Brother Nathaniel has left the year before with a large group of pilgrims headed to Champion's Gate. So you just missed them by a day.
Well, we'll leave a message that we're sorry that we missed him, that hopefully next time they go in, we'll be able to escort. We look forward to seeing him again. Hope they stay safe.
Flame be with you.
Yes, and a flicker light to you as well.
Okay. So if we go to the northernmost part of the map, to the north east,
Shrine.
you will see that there is a angel wing in there, and that's where old Zoya told you that there was a what's the name again? A druid.
Druid.
A
Yeah,
druid
thanks.
worshipping the old god Morrigan.
A druid devoted to Morrigan, and she said that he's so wise that he can even bring back the dead. Who knows how much of that is true? Second was Reed Manor. So, if we still focus on the north side of the map, but this time to the west, we will see that actually kind of near the castle, but the castle of Drakkenheim, but on the outer city. And this was a weird part of the city back in the day because it was inhabited by rich folk, but not by nobles. So usually merchants that were very successful, they could build their manors, but they didn't have the family name to have land inside of the wall, so they had this upper region here for them. Now we go near the crater, near the skull in the map, and yes, this here is the scar. This this how do you say this scar in the middle of the city streets is actually called the scar, and there is a smithy in there where the Iron Helm dwarfs mine their delirium. And now if you go back to Reed Manor, a little bit below it, we have the ruins of North Castle, and it bugged for me for some reason. Yeah. And I don't know what happened with the icon. Do you see the
Oh yeah, we see it.
This one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
For
you
me,
see icons?
for
Mine
me,
are gone.
the North Castle one. But yeah, for me it's bugged, but if you guys are seeing it, it's fine. North Castle, didn't know too much about it, if it was a place name or if it was actually a castle. You know that it's outside of the city, so it sounds more like a place name. Maybe it was a store or something. Okay, and you have, as you are moving to the city, I want to know where you want to go and on through which direction are you going? Because before you, as you are leaving Amberwood, uh, many feet before the actual city, you have to decide if you are going the other way around towards Ackerman Mill and go downhill from there. Because if you want to be on one side or the other of the river, that's a good starting point. Because the river itself is very, it's an obstacle that's very hard to go around.
Y'all, I've been carrying around this rat head for quite a long time now. It's beginning to stink. Maybe well, I know we wanted to show it off to. I think it was the hooded lanterns.
I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't accounted for a decomposition. I apologize for that, Jonathan. It is a
Well,
bit ripe now that you take it out.
yes, so maybe we should head there and so we can be rid of this rotting skull.
Yeah.
Okay. It's enough for me, Jonathan. If you follow, or if you lead, I will follow. Those two rolls were for my mutations. Ooh. Shedding. That doesn't sound good.
Sounds like the opposite of what you had last time. Or maybe a result
Ooh.
of what you had last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some slough
To
in
be
it.
honest.
So my choice is my hair falls out in patches. I'm very vain. I cannot do that one. So it looks like I will have one of my arm in the night became a fleshy tentacle.
Uh,
Does it have any
And so-
advantages with fleshy tentacle, or is it just, you know?
I can make a melee attack with a 10-foot range. That would do
Oh.
terrible damage. No, but you will notice that I am hiding one.
Okay.
You dressed your cloak differently. Above
Yeah,
your-
exactly. It's just
Oh, you
don't
must
wanna-
have slept funny. You're favoring that arm there a
I don't
little
wanna-
bit.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah. My bed wasn't all that comfy either. It's best put it behind us.
Yes. It was just comfort. My wrist is gone. I mean, it's sore.
Understandable. I could relieve some. I know some pressure points, maybe, and some stretches. I could, and Velger will approach and put her hands out to be like, I could maybe look at it for you if you need.
As you grab it, it just squishes.
Oh, yeah, you
it's-
might.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Velger nopes out immediately.
I decided to review the castle as well because why not? Everyone knows where the castle is. Castle Draken.
So what do you think, gang? Do we want to shoot along? Well, I guess we'd have to cross the river eventually if we want to go see the druid. So we've got the nearest instance with the dwarves, or we could.
Well, we have the smelly head. I think.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
with smelly head. I forgot.
Yeah.
Shepherd's Gate then?
I was distracted.
Yep.
So
You're distracted by the smell.
you're going all the way around to Ackerman Mill. You don't have to go to the mill, but it's that general path. And then you enter the city and go to Shepherd's Gate. Correct?
Yes.
So, everyone rolls 1d6. Let's see what shows up. I like so much this adventuring group.
Sorry, y'all.
You always manage to find something in the way. I really I really wanted to have had you guys roll before the pause. But no problemo. Always know what to do. So let's see which map hasn't been used yet. Still have the alchemy jug here in one of my close tabs.
Jonathan wants the alchemy jug so that he can have unlimited beer.
Limited beer and vinegar. Oh, you guys used that one already. Have you guys used all of them?
Oh, all the random encounter
No,
maps.
yeah, no. We still have one. Still have one. Okay. Just placing you guys on the map before I review to you.
And we get our step count in on the days that we keep coming up to this part of the city.
If only I
Okay.
got that many steps in on Earth.
Yeah, if only they translated into reality, not make believe.
I mean, the only reason I'm down to do the steps is because we can just fast forward it with a die roll.
Okay. As you are following on your path, out in the distance, you see fire. You see smoke, dark smoke, and then you can hear the sound of something that's not magical, not what you would consider magic, but it's something almost like uh, how to describe? What are words? You hear the sound of something spewing fire. You can tell it is the result of something that simply uh, spews fire from.
Oh, so we're like hearing the roaring of a flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going? Uh, so what do you do when you find out that there is a large quantity of fire along the way?
Is it like sound like it's coming towards us, or is it just from like a fixed location?
It's very close. It's something I would say some 100 feet, 120 maybe from you, and it's again the the haze blocks sight from a certain distance, so you cannot see the origin. You can only hear the sound, and you can see the smoke coming your direction. Uh, you're following a street path. You could try to go back and turn around and go a different route, because whatever it is, it's not in your face. It's making its presence known from far away. Or you could go and see what it is. Again, it doesn't sound like it's a creature. Somehow it doesn't sound like it's a spell being cast as well.
And Jonathan is going to sign to Tristan. If I had that alchemy jug, I could maybe put this fire out. But I don't have it. I have no money.
My immediate response is illegible because I'm actually silently casting mage armor on myself, and suddenly my clothes glow purple with delirium for a moment as I bump my AC plus 13, and then I'll respond. Perhaps there's a way to get the money
But
near this
can you
flame.
with your squid arm?
Squiggles.
Yeah, they're just very
That
squiggly.
wet hot dog.
It's very dexterous. Just,
The sausage fingers from
yeah.
everywhere at
Yeah.
once.
But I'll respond that maybe we should see what it is. Maybe there's money to be made.
Yeah, let's pick our way closer to it.
We'll sneak.
Yeah, Vildra will do the same, and then kind of mutter like, "Oh, it's so much smoother now. Look at this," and we'll kind of do a little shimmy to which it doesn't provide any clanking.
Roll years. That. Let me put in this. Nice. That's what I like to see.
Oh, weird. Why is it not?
Was there a scene right now?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. It yelled at me.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, mine was yelling at me too. It kept saying I didn't have a token on the screen. I didn't
Token on the
realize
screen,
it would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Valerie, you roll the first one with advantage, and then you roll the second one. I don't know
I
if
think
it was intentional.
I'm deleting all the second ones.
Yeah, okay.
So the first one that was in the log was what I would have rolled.
Perfect. You can approach how much you want. Let me see if the map is correct. I guess so. I guess you have sight. And right in front of you as you are approaching. Especially Jonathan and Talon, the ones that had the best results. You can see the following scene. There are three horses and two riders. One of the horsemen has uh, come out of his horse, and you can see now the origin of the roaring flame. The man, who looks like a Sir Knight of the Silver Order. They all have tabards and cloaks of the with the Silver Order very distinctively. But one of them uh, has a smaller Silver Order and a bigger Sacred Fire, Sacred Flame on on her tab. The paladin, the one that has the biggest, heaviest armor, he has something on his back, something that you can see. It's made of metal, and it's shaped like a tube, and you can see that there is something that looks like a hose connecting the tube to what looks like a spear on his hand. And from the spear you can see a cone of flames roaring out of it, and he is actively spewing fire into a building, into this building right here. Let me see if I have a flame .png, but meanwhile that's what you see. And because half of you were decent on your stealths, and half of you were not. Uh, one of the oh, sorry, I moved the wrong thing. One of the individuals there of the Silver Order, they start looking back, looking to the direction that the noise came from. So before they notice you, do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Do do we know what this Silver Order is?
You have at least heard of them before.
Okay.
You know, we heard they were going to arrive later. They weren't present when we were first pressing people into town, so we never checked in with
Okay.
them. But it seems that they're on the scene now and cleansing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's the church, there's the shrine in town that has the religious part, but then there was a paladin army that was outside, and
Okay.
just we heard rumors of them.
Yeah. Considering I think I'm the loudest, so I'd probably be the one within eyesight. So I'm gonna take up in the front and just kind of be strolling haphazardly.
I was equally loud, if not worse, with my 10, so I will just wave. Look sheepish. Kind of stroll up confidently and non-threatening.
I'll call out to this rider. Praise be, sister. Uh, doing the flames good work and cleansing this despicable place. We've come to do the same.
Okay, that's a deception right there, right?
I think so, probably. I mean, I do mean harm for all things around here, but I'm intimidated by the fire. Certainly.
Okay, finally.
Oh, I'm
Does it-
definitely intimidated by the fire.
does it look
This is
good?
a full war crime.
Oof. 4 on deception. Okay. This is all common knowledge, okay? About the Silver Order. Uh, if you want to go deeper to see about reasons, you could try to roll history or religion, but what I'm showing you right now, it's common knowledge. This person is a flame keeper, and it's one of the highest uh, rankings inside of the clergy of the sacred flame. That's why she has the symbol of the sacred flame of the church, bigger than the symbol of the silver order, which is kind of like the crusader army, the military arm of the church. Uh, so she approaches you. She uh, is not threatening in her looks and on her eyes, but she is wary of a group of adventurers in this place. She she looks at Veldra and at the others, and yes, yes, my brothers and sister, we're doing as the flame has told us. We are purging all that it's evil, so that the good can born anew on purified ground. And who are you? And by what conditions are you strolling around in such an evil place?
We were merely looking for our friends, the Hooded Lanterns, to show them of our own purging. Jonathan, show them the results of our latest
And
efforts.
Jonathan will pull out the rat head that's stuck to his axe and
Oh my.
make kind of a grossed out face.
I have heard of those rat folk that seem to be crawl everywhere in these streets. That's a big one, if I'm not mistaken. But why do you carry it around with you? Do you want us to... Do you want us to purge it?
Not at this time. The Hooded Lanterns lost some of their men and women to these rats. So we just wanted to go return some of their goods that we found in their lair and show them evidence that the threat has been eliminated.
So are you...
Perhaps afterwards.
So
It'll
you...
serve as a warning to further beasts as well.
So are you at all familiar with the Hooded Lanterns? The former city guard?
We know that we rescued some of their men from these rats. And they
Very-
were good enough to feed us.
Very
before we
honorable.
returned home.
Very good. So,
Indeed. And you all are cleansing this home. What evil existed within it?
we are still scouting the exterior of these streets to measure what threat do they pose. Every now and then we find strange artifacts. Probably have seen them around. They look like crystals, purple in color, but deadly in nature. They smell like ether and poison, and they can harm even in the smallest of touches. We heard some scholars have taken to call them delirium, but we call it the bane of all that's good.
Well, that doesn't roll off the tongue.
We
Must
found
be a branding thing.
we found a cluster, the cursed stone inside of that old building. So we must purify it.
Wait, you haven't touched it yet, have you? Please don't. They are very dangerous.
Been years since we have been accompanying the troubles that the Westemarians, such as yourself, I presume, have faced with this outsider. We have seen some of the illness that it can bring to regular folk. So the divine matriarch has finally made a decision that the poison of the world has to be cured. But this is our holy mission. We have heard of those hooded lanterns. Some people say that their leader is a very wise and honorable man. If you happen to, since you said you were going to meet some of them, if by any chance you find their Lord Commander, tell him to travel southeast here, and he will find our camp. Theodore Marshall wants to speak with you.
Theodore Marshall, that is. We'll let him know. And while she was talking, Tristan definitely slithered his tentacle arm into his sleeve to hide it, and now it's just kind of hanging limp. Just looks like he has a gurgly belly underneath the cloak.
Okay. And while that was happening, the paladin uh, has either finished off with all the fuel that he had on that mechanism, or maybe he decided that it was enough, so he decided to walk into the conversation as well. So you can see a warrior as she takes her helm.
It's an impressive contraption you have there.
Oh, thanks.
And it's
Sure.
able to destroy the delirium? This flame?
Flame purifies everything. No need to ask. Well, you're one of those explorers that we heard so much, that like to risk your own safety in these ruins in search of who knows what. Aren't you now?
I think you misjudge us. I was born in this city, as was my brother Jonathan. We're merely trying to save what we can. Maybe keep it from being burned. But just like you, save it the same.
Well,
I'll try and bolster the Tristan's sentiment by quoting some sacred fire scripture to the effect of to hold a vigil and watch over those that need watching. You can only tend to it with the light of the flame. Do a little genuflection. Assuming I know it with presumably a religion roll, but
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Do you have proficiency religion? If that, you don't even need to.
I do. I got a passive 18.
Okay, so
Wow.
just because you are trained, it's again common knowledge. It's the most widespread religion, so these surface level knowledges you know by heart. Uh, you can see the shift in their expressions. They are much more calm after you said that. They kind of accepted that the group is not a threat. Well, you probably know better than I do, but I will nonetheless uh, give you my counsel. Do not take anything from this cursed city, or the curse can go on the item that you wish to preserve. There is beauty in preserving things as they are before they die. But this very air that we are breathing in right now, it's unnatural. Nothing here is alive no longer. And it's also not dying as it should. It's our holy duty to put it down for good. I'm not saying to go ahead and burn every single building, but maybe that's a start. At least where we find those sources of evil. I highly suggest you don't go any further. I know you have business, but it's best that you leave it to us. We are blessed and we are faithful. So if our physical bodies don't last for long, at least our souls will still be preserved. But the same cannot be said to you.
I appreciate the care you show us. That is very noble. As we said, we have a simple mission. We're just merely going in to visit the Hooded Lanterns, and we'll deliver your message to the Lord Commander if he's still there. We saved his daughter, so I think we are in good rapport.
Yeah, I will not impede your path. You can go. Before you go, I need to see your backpacks and your belongings. See if you're not carrying, even if by accident, any of that cursed rock.
Ooh. Well, actually, yes. While we're sharing things, Veldra will approach and she'll pull out her map and indicate the spot with the Rat's Tavern where we found them. It's like, speaking of, if we're going on a tour of purging, where we found that this terrible beast, we found them taking shelter in this location, and then mention another one and try and get to talking to them about the locations we've visited thus far that have been infested with these terrible beasts that they might want to stop by if they're doing this round of purging.
Thanks, that's very helpful. Very helpful. But again, I need
You
to see
also
those.
got to be aware of the river too. The water, actually, you think would be fine, and Veldra's gonna keep getting really into it and trying to lay it on thick. Well, you got to watch out for this technical thing. And it's like, they look like this, and I'll do a little minor illusion to try and make it look like the entrance looks like this, but you want to go left on this particular angle. And
Miss.
trying to focus all their attention on me.
Miss, I really need to see those backpack.
Oh, yes, of course. Let me get this here, and I'll turn mine out and be like, there we go. Do be careful. I've got a lot of incense, and I've got my prayer book inside here as well as my memoirs.
She looks at you then she starts focusing on your possessions.
Yeah.
Where is the
Wow.
delirium?
So I will take, while this is happening, and Veldra's making her distraction, I will take my satchel with the delirium and I'll hand it to Thalen. And I'll go like, put this, and then I'll touch him, and I'm going to vortex warp him 90 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a sleight of hand for the satchel, and the vortex warp. I think it's a loud spell.
Let me see. I'm looking at it right.
I will give
There's a
you
verbal component.
yeah. I will give you a deception for you to make it look like it was something else.
Let me see. What did I do for meta magic? Heightened and extended. Nope. Did not have settle spell.
So the spell would be
It would
clutch.
be really nice right now.
Yeah.
So sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Got any inspiration?
The paladin is distracted, but the flame keeper can have a perception. Ooh. Should I remind you that you have not yet used your D10 for the session? It expires at the end of the session.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my inspiration first. Just my personal inspiration to roll it. For sleight
Stack
of
'em.
hand. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. I don't think we can outrun. The only people that can outrun these horses is Thalen.
Yes. Okay.
And then
so
if that
a
happens,
D10.
we might have to play Dem.
And Taylor's the one that's already
Yeah,
teleported
Thalen's
away.
the one on the run.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay, that's 20. Yeah.
Meets beats.
Yeah, it was 2 until it rolled to a 6 on my side. And then a deception. I'm at least better at deception.
Yeah. And I am better at insight as well.
Oh no. Fuck.
Does anyone have lucky? No?
I'd have to touch you to give you a guidance that I'd have to
Yeah.
do.
Well, actually, I could.
Yeah.
I think I could silvery barbs this.
You can silver barbs her success on the insight.
Oh, you can't.
That's true.
You can.
You can.
Oh, I can.
You're
Yeah.
allowed.
I mean, she still got to roll pretty low, but.
Yeah. It's a 90% chance of failing.
Let's shoot. Ha.
Ah.
Okay. So, you're teleporting Talon ahead or behind?
It has to be some place I can see. So with the haze, I probably would teleport him back where we came.
So I think it's beyond the map.
Get you that head start.
70 feet is here. You said 90 total.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
in theory, off the map.
the paladin was looking at Veldra's stuff, and then she raises her head. What was that? And the flame keeper, you there?
And I will come back.
Where
Yes.
where did you send your friend?
I sent him back. He had
While you're thinking this through, Thalen will be like instantly taking cover and hiding.
Okay. What do you have to hide from us?
That is for us to know. What by what do you want to look through all of our goods? I know you want to purge, but so do we. Are you noble cleansers? Are you an occupying force looking to subjugate those?
We are on a holy mission. The divine matriarch herself sent us here. Did you know that this corruption spread far, far away from the source? Do you know there are monsters and people suffering mutations all over Westamar, Caspia, and Illyria? Miles and miles away, people are getting sick because of this radiation, because of this corruption. We are simply here to stop it. Now I know life is hard as it is. Much of us have not been fortunate to be born into a wealthy family, so this seems like easy gold, right? But take a moment to think about it. Who are you selling delirium to? You are hurting families, children
Now,
that you have never even met, all the way out of here, just to fill your
Ah.
pockets.
and Tristan will straighten up and say, "You offend me to think that I have ever sold delirium. You speak of others who have transformed, but who that you loved has been transformed. I grew up here. I lived here. My friends died. My sister is a monster roaming in the city because of this. And my answer is not to destroy them, destroy her, and dishonor what they had. My honor is to cure them. Anything that I had that you may want shall not be sold into other hands. We will be trying to reverse. And I can't let you put risk my sister or those that we might save just because you have your own way of dealing with it. You and I are not so different, even though our paths are." That's the best I got.
The paladin,
Better than my shitty angle. I was gonna have a shitty angle.
the paladin puts the hand at the hilt of the sword and says, "You're misguided. This is not the way. You need to release her soul so she can be reunited with the flame." And the flame keeper says, "No. In fact, you are misguided. But this is a lesson you have to learn by yourself. In your own heart, through your own prayers. Let's leave them be. Hopefully you will live long enough to regret your past wrongdoing. And yes, I have loved ones tainted by this. I am a flame keeper. I have my own chapel all the way back in the city of Michael's Gate. I have cured younglings and adults from the sickness that have brought to them unwanted because some some wretched wizard or some insane merchant wanted to study alien virus as if it was some new discovery, not something to get rid of immediately. So I know the pain of losing my loved ones, for I love them all members of my community.
Well, if you find them first, you will destroy them. But hopefully they're those that I will be able to find and pull them back from the evil and save them from the flame before they need to be destroyed. Good day.
The paladin rides her horse and stares you very closely and says, "We will meet again. Hopefully I will not have to purge the corruption out of you myself." And they all, with that, they all ride away. Oh, she was left behind. No.
He falls off,
Yeah.
gets a traumatic brain injury.
And they,
And then becomes corrupted.
I will bid them farewell with the standard greeting of "May the flame light your way." And I'll take a step once they're out of earshot and look at Tristan. I was like, "Wow, that was pretty motivational, actually." I was gonna, and then Veldra pulls out a thing of caltrops in her bag. It's like, I was gonna throw these at their horses' feet, and then I was gonna go invisible and just fucking run and hope you guys can outrun them. Whew. So, but that was great, man. That was awesome.
We should be wary of them. I think if they knew what Thalen, Jonathan, and I already are, they might have destroyed us on the spot.
Most certainly.
Yeah, they had a belligerence about them. Certainly.
Fanaticism.
Yes.
And I'll flip them off of my tentacle hand, or at least in the direction that they're going.
You're waving goodbye to them? I don't understand. I don't. Yeah.
okay.
Real question is, what did you do with Thalen?
Yes,
you didn't.
where did he
he's
go?
not. He's not in there, and I'll look at your writhing tentacle. Like,
No, and I'll point with my tentacle. Yeah. He's probably hiding. He's very sneaky. He's also fast. He might already be back.
Or he would already be long gone.
Or long gone.
I am the speed.
Yes. Eventually, Thalen will make his way back as he assesses that the coast is clear.
Well, shall we carry on to Shepherd's Gate and get rid of this rat head?
Well, I don't have any marshmallows. Yes, we can leave this burning building behind.
And I have no alchemy jug to put out this fire so that we could go inside and get that delirium that's in there.
And from the wreckage of the fire, you could see the place where the crust of delirium originally was, and you can see that it's completely destroyed. They probably smashed it with a hammer or something, and then they burned it, and the delirium cluster is gone.
Okay. And the flames really do get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, no.
Interesting.
You don't know if
Is
they
it
did
because
something.
It's
if it's some holy
Magical.
magic that they cast on
Yeah.
it, or what is it. But it's not just the flames. They smash the thing with
Hmm.
weapons or tools. They break the things, and then they set on fire.
Proper.
Okay, next
Okay.
stop, Shepherd's Gate. Will we leave that to next week? To next game,
Yeah.
actually, not next week.
Yeah, I think we ought to. I don't know what we could cover in 7 minutes that would be
What are
compelling
we
or dramatic.
doing there besides dropping it off?
Yeah, do you guys want to roleplay that? Because they will probably try to give you another quest and probably try to have you sign up for the Hooded Lanterns full time. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to go over that again, uh, feel free to just simply leave the head and grab your reward, because there will be a reward.
I'm okay with that, just unless you guys feel like there's something you want to get from the Hooded Lanterns.
I mean, this is our opportunity if we do want to get into the inner city of maybe still not being fully committal, but getting in. But that would be, we were talking about doing other stuff, but just thought I'd put that out there.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm fine with fast forwarding it because I guess the idea is either if we role play next session, the beginning will be role playing and then asking to get into the inner city. But if we're not going to go into the inner city right then, we're just going to head back out and then go to one of the other things, right?
Yeah.
So
They will tempt you with that members of the Hooded Lanterns are allowed to go in and out when they want, but uh, outsiders, even if you're friendly with them, they will never allow you to go into the city for your own safety. That's their reason.
Of course.
So yeah.
understandable. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm in
yeah.
favor of us hand waving the we drop
Yeah.
off the head and collect whatever thing they offer us, and then pick
Yeah.
up. I don't know, at the ruins. The ruins are real close to us, right? The halfling. Find the
The
halfling.
North Castle.
Yeah.
ruins.
North Castle, yeah.
And the cliff notes on how Tristan feels about it is just he doesn't care about going into the city or the Hooded Lanterns because he doesn't know how that helps him learn about delirium or how to cure it. He thinks it's still the academy, or starting to think the zealots might know something. So he's pushing for that. But he's really easy to convince if you can convince him that the knowledge can be had through those means. If you want to
Tristan's looking for an answer. He's
yeah, if you want to
desperate for an answer.
manipulate Tristan.
You guys want the reward now?
I think
Yeah,
that's
that
a great
sounds
way
great.
to end the session.
Yeah.
Everyone
you-
gets a high five.
When you get to Shepherd's Gate and they allow you in the gate but not into the city, you see a wanted poster on the wall for the Rat Prince, and the reward is one item from the Lord Commander's personal armor. So it's either a long sword or a longbow.
Can
Let,
anyone
let
use
me
a
expand.
longbow?
Let me expand the choices, shall we? Because I don't
Yeah.
know if it accommodates to all the needs of this party. The only person that actually actively uses weapons is Jonathan, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Phelan has not yet found one that meets his desired heft and weight, if you will.
And Veldra feels weird about casting True Strike through her mirrored image, even though it is like a spell. It feels maybe too cheesy. I was like, rules is written. Yeah, it should be cool, but it's like, I don't know. That feels like a weird to do.
And I did build Jonathan so that you are both great axe, and great sword right now
Oh, for the masteries.
for the masteries.
Okay.
Okay, I'll say that it's any martial weapon of the person's choice, and it's a +1. Woohoo.
Hmm.
So it could be a great sword, or it could be a monk weapon. Uh, I don't know if Valor is in the game, because even though you can use True Strike, some turns you just have to use something else. So you're not going to be taking 100% advantage from a weapon, as Jonathan and Taylor
Yeah,
would.
I think our multi attack guys. It's between the two of you.
100%. Yeah.
I know.
I think it would be helpful for me to probably get something. I just don't remember the ones that what the standard monk weapons are. Um,
Yeah, what are you looking for, Ryan?
how about I think about it, and I'll have it figured out for next session. If it makes sense for me to get something, or if it makes sense for Jonathan too.
So when all of your extra attacks, though, are all
Offhand.
offhand? Okay.
It would only be the first, I think, that can use
Okay.
the monk weapon. I believe. But yeah, I'll go back and look through it
I
again.
think when you reach level 5, you can attack twice with your weapon, like a quarterstaff, the classical monk weapon, and then you can attack with your uh, bonus action, an unarmed strike. I believe that's the normal martial arts trait.
Because I guess the other thing too, you could. I guess yeah. So you have martial melee weapons that have the light property. You have proficiency in all those, as well as simple melee
Yes.
weapons.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'll figure something out for next session.
Cool.
Okay,
Well,
guys.
thank you, Ariel.
Did you enjoy
Yeah, thanks for the game,
tonight?
bud.